Hey, what's going on, people? Uh, I just wanted to come by and make a video. I'm probably going to be making a series of videos this next week um, in different categories, just because there's so much going on, so much to cover. And to be honest with you, it's easy, it helps just to be able to get some of the stuff that goes through my mind out of my mind. so this video, I'm going to focus on geopolitics because we just had the presidential debate, which was uh, yeah, it was just a show. It was a show. I believe it's all been a show. It's all for show. Um, but you got even the CNN Democrats. These people they're all on the same team, but yet they're turning on each other, right? Latest reaction, an analysis of Biden Trump's presidential debate. He will not exit the 2024 race following a shaky CNN debate performance. Those in president's orbit are working to allay alarm and assist on moving forward amid some calls for last minute change. Watch the full debate here. That's interesting because everybody is telling him to drop out. There's a lot of speculation that he's going to drop out. You know, sorry about that, y'all. Had an interruption. But I think um, there's a good chance that Biden stays in there. And let me just tell you why. If you read the Bible in the Old Testament, there's the prophecies about Mystery Babylon during the time of her destruction. There is a leader that is suppressing and really just destructive to the people and just horrible at everything. Everybody hates this guy. But it says that their arms cannot lift against him, that something stops them from being able to actually stop him. So he just stays there. And if you look, Biden being a puppet, it's just a really close correlation. Um, Plus, you just look at everything else. You look at Mystery Babylon. You do some research on Mystery Babylon. We look like that system. That is the fall of the great system, but I believe it's also the fall of the United States because how do you take down the system? The system is built around the United States. Take the United States down. The Bible mentions many things in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, and Revelations uh, that coincide with certain things that are taking place now. Like it says, every foul spirit is in place, every foul spirit is in the land. It is time basically for our destruction. You look, our borders being open, that's bringing in all the foul spirits of the world to come into our um our land and prepare for destruction basically. And if you read in Isaiah, you read what happens, right? They refer to the revived Roman Empire, right? I don't believe they're saying it's going to be the Roman Empire. It's going to have anything to really do with Rome. I think it's just a reference to the blood and the brutality in which they are going to deal with the people of, I believe, Babylon, Christians in general, and also Jews. But Americans, I think this is the planned destruction of America taking place before us, and I believe it's happening way sooner than anybody realizes. Um, that being said, there's some other stuff uh, here in Matthew 24. Okay, this debate. Um, Take heed that no one deceives you. Okay, that's the first sign that Jesus gives his disciples in what is going to take place. That's how you'll know that you're in the end times. Deception is going to set in, and if you look what's going on, you don't know what's going on. Right, left, middle. It doesn't matter. It all seems confusing. Every war is taking place, but yet they're doing uh, financial market monetary deals in the background, but yet they're at war over here. It's like it doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. The fog of war is just crazy, clouding everything. And politics is an extremely deceptive area. Um, Another thing, right? Here's another. Ray Dalio's Changing World Order. Okay, you just look at this is a cycle. Okay, and this is a man-made book that it basically is just pulling together statistics over history. That's all it's doing. He's just basically pointing out the obvious. If you're a Bible believer and reader, you know this cycle because this is what Jesus describes with the four horsemen in the end of Revelation. Well, not in the end of Revelation, but um, in Matthew, and then again in Revelation, it gives a description of these events and how they're going to kind of roll out. And I believe that we've been seeing the foreshadowing of the horsemen since COVID, since the release of COVID. That was the white horseman showing. He's pulling strings in the background, not coming on scene yet. He doesn't do that till after the rapture, but it's all the events. All of the horsemen are there right now, and you can see them: the economy, politics, war, and then death and destruction. So, you know, Ray Dalio's um, The Changing World Order. Okay, I haven't read it. I've been introduced to it through different graphs, and really, it just honestly, I use the Bible for most of my thesis. Right, I use this as kind of just support, um, but that's all it's doing is supporting my thesis. But the Bible gave it to us 2,000 years ahead of time. Okay, it just confirms the Bible. And you look at this: recession, 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 and we're getting ready to head into the biggest recession. We've got the rise of China. Okay, we have the rising of the East. Okay, the focus is shifting from the West to the East. Everything is shifting from the West to the East. All the minerals, all the everything that we have. If you look what's going on, we're being drained down. I'm going to get into another video about that, but um, yeah, this is all geopolitical, right? We can watch politics and see what's going on. You also see a shift right now. This is what's so confusing, is you see a shift. Nigel Farage might win. They're talking about might win in the United Kingdom. There is another leader, I believe, in Europe that just got elected that they've been kind of holding back, right? Trump, right? Trump was the pinnacle. If you look at the, um, and then he's back. Trump's back. Um, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I think I had a sound issue going on there that I did not pick up on. I had a secondary thing open. You know what? And you guys can't see what I'm looking at either, can you? Sorry about that. I messed up. Um, so here, this is where I started. Okay, talking about the CNN and that he's not dropping out, which everybody believes he should, even his own team, right? There's no reason why he shouldn't. And then you hear that they're going to find another way for him to get out. If he won't go willingly, maybe they'll do something. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something happen. I don't think so. Like I've explained, I believe that this is, him being a puppet, them keeping him there to continue to be his puppet. His puppet. I say his puppet, as in the white horse, as in the Antichrist. Um, then we've got the Matthew, right? The deception. Um, and now we're at the world changing order here. Okay, so this is um, this is the direction we're going. If you look, this is everything that's been taking place. Look at influenza outbreak, 30 years of war, third plague pandemic, COVID-19. All right, there is World War II here. It's just showing a sign of life expectancy at birth. Wow. Huh. Yeah, it's a trip. If you look at some of this stuff, just go to Ray Dalio's um, world order charts, and it gives you all his charts, right? But there was a specific chart. There it is, right here. Check this out. Okay, this is what I really wanted. This is the, his other charts, they go further back, right? But this one kind of gets the end cycle here, I think, right? Strong leadership, right? Intent, inventiveness, education, strong culture, good resource allocation, good competitiveness, strong income growth, strong markets, and financial centers, which has been us, I guess, for that whole time. I guess that's the same time, right? But the top, okay, we got to the top, right? When they really started manipulating markets and really doing, creating derivatives and all these derivative markets to just make the whole world filthy rich, to be honest with you, right? Um, and then, you've got the decline, large debts, right? But actually, you can probably take this back, man. I don't know. It's so hard because it's so deceptive. But you can go back Obama. You can go back to the Clintons when it really started to decline, or you can go back to even Jimmy Carter when he took us off the or who was it, Nixon that took us off the gold standard. But that could have been the top because that's when it really started to our finances really started to blow up and the petrodollar was born. That's the top, right? And then the decline, right? And now you look at the decline and look at large debts, printing money, internal conflict, loss of reserve currency, weak leadership, civil war. So the ultimate goal is civil war. You got to understand that. Okay, they want destruction. They want the government as it is to be destroyed. They want us to go to civil war. That's why they keep taunting us. They keep pushing the United States citizens to go to civil war because they want to be able to, ultimately wipe us out and take control, and then redo the whole thing. And on the other side of it is a new order, right? The whole global order, right? And then you get into the financial situation, you get into the militaries and the wars that are taking place, and it gets pretty broad right there. It gets really there's so much there. It's crazy. There's so much going on. It's hard to just stick to one topic, but I believe this is just my personal belief. But I think Trump was put in there. I think he's part of the team, and he was put in there to get us uh, set up for this collapse and to push us into new world order and to divide us. Okay, so internal conflict. Look at this. Okay, internal conflict. How hot headed is Trump, and how triggered does he make people feel? Why? Because they have complete control of you with this right here. This is how they control us. All the information that we get, they push it however direction they want if you are susceptible to that thing. If you don't know any better, you don't have the Bible as about basis, a thesis for a basic basis for your thesis, then you are going to be deceived. I'm sorry. They're going to use the aliens. They're going to use AI to do all kinds of deception. Um, I believe we're at the end. We are just getting started, though. But don't get me wrong. We could still have another couple decades of this. I hate to tell people, we could. It takes that long for a lot of new currencies to be introduced and the people to accept. Okay, and we are just at the beginning with digital currencies. We're just at the beginning, but it's moving fast. Don't get me wrong; it's moving fast. This might be a big year, or they might hold it back 4 more years. So, dollar cost average. That's all I can tell you. Maybe uh, just do your best. Do your own research. All right. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a biblical teacher. I am not a therapist. I'm not a legal advisor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to give you things from my perspective that I think maybe just gives you something else to think about. So, anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. And hopefully, you guys can just see this from a different perspective. I try to give a wider view of different things, as well as throw the Bible in there to just really give you an overall picture of how this plays together. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you in the next video.